a warm summer's night. A train bound for nowhere met up with a gambler, both too tired to sleep. So we took turns staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I made my life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and we drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light, and the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Now every gambler knows the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best you can hope for is to die in your sleep. So when he'd finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, and faded off to sleep. Then somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal's done.
What is going on, everybody? Look at this view right here. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a very special video today. We are currently in the mountains right now. Can you believe it? The farthest away we have ever traveled, or at least just me right now. As you can see, no one else is here, no Audie or anything like that. Javit will be here later tomorrow to help out with just being assistance following behind me on this machine right here. Guys, we are out in the mountains right now, and we are going to be doing some mountain riding. This is not West Virginia, this is North Carolina, and we are out here at Plum Tree Campground. Campground that I came and stayed at a few months ago with my dad on our own personal camping trip, and I just fell in love with it, so I decided to come back again and everything like that. We have a perfect site here with the camper. Yep, guys, perfect site with the camper. The camera just cut for some reason, don't know why. But yeah, perfect site with the camper. Got a picnic table with a deck here, with a concrete pad big enough for me and Javit's trucks once he gets here, overlooking this amazing view right here. Just look at that. That is breathtaking. It's definitely going to be the most scenic ride we have ever filmed or been on. It is definitely going to be crazy. And I had taken all the precautions getting ready for this trip. I've been wanting to do this trip. As you guys know, I have talked about going to the mountains on multiple occasions back when we were still starting out and everything like that. Just everything wasn't coming to play. Then we had the camper, and then this everything else. More machines basically need to be converted over to be able to go on trail rides before we're able to do a full-size group mountain ride. So basically what I have done with the Outlaw here, guys, is converted it over to where it can go on a longer trip. And the reason you guys haven't seen this on the channel really on its own designated videos, because I have basically just been taking it out on long rides in the green swamp. That way I can make sure it was prepared for a long ride. Now, always, it still has an issue too, and once it's fully warmed up, it's fine. But man, I tell you, starting it after just a little bit, it does not like to start. So it'll take me a minute to start it, but besides all that, it's ready to go. I put the mirrors on it, got a little turn signal kit, let's see, my saddlebags, a new rear rack, completely aluminum welded. It turned out really good. And then that hauls a 2-gallon spare gas can, because definitely gonna need it being out here in the wilderness. And it's sketchy for me right now because I had to do these 2 first rounds by myself. And if you're wondering what rounds mean, I mean, let's just say there's 3 rounds, 3 days, and we have to do a couple routes, and we have to make it 150 miles. Why 150 miles, you ask? Let me talk about that real quick. Alright, so I don't know how well you guys can see it, but hopefully you can see it good enough. But here we are on the map, and accuracy low, of course, we're out in the middle of nowhere. But there are 3 routes we're going to be doing, guys, and that is because, so the goal is to take out 150 miles. And if you're wondering why we want to go 150 miles, it's to break our all-time riding record for any trip. Currently, the Sportsman holds that record at 110 miles out in the green swamp. And then the Sportsman has also gone 85 miles, and then the Outlaw has done 65 and 70 since then. But the Outlaw currently does hold the 2nd place record at 100 miles, which I did out the Audis one day. I rode all the way through the green swamp, and then we went out to Audis, and that was 100 miles on the Outlaw. That was one of the test rides to make sure it was ready for this. So we were going to actually ride the Outlaw 150 miles as long as nothing happens. But our main route and originally we were going to do a full route today, but we got here too late. It is currently after 3 now, so I will have to do it tomorrow. But I still may go out and catch the sunset tonight still at the area that I was going to go. So we will follow for Route 1 down Highway 19 here. The camera will probably not focus, but Highway 19 will take a Highway 194 over to 183, and that will take us to the Linville Gorge, where there's when the roads, that takes you to plenty of different hiking trails. And we want to go to Wiseman's View right here because it's the shortest hiking trail, and it has one of the best overlooks in the Linville Gorge. So that is what we're going to do first, and then I will explain what other routes we are doing in the coming days. But yeah, basically, guys, I need to get the Outlaw ready because we have to get it prepped and ready to go on this ride. I gotta make sure I have all my gear on me. I have extra jump box. I have locks and cables to lock it up. Gotta bring plenty of drinks and snacks with me. And then gotta have your weapons of self-defense. You're out in the wilderness. But yep. So I need to go ahead and get ready, y'all. And let's hope we can get down to Wiseman's View tonight. We have about 2 hours of daylight left, and we're gonna go from there. Let's go see if we can catch the sunset, and let's see if we can get this ride started. And I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of the Ultimate ATV Mountain Trip, episode 1, Will It Make It? Alright guys, so if you're wondering, I'm going to be doing more or less like a vlog style thing with the GoPro here. It is going to be on my half helmet because I'm not wearing the full face helmet. And then I do have the mic strapped right here, so hopefully you guys can hear me and everything like that while we're running. But right now, the Outlaw still is gonna do that. It's gonna be difficult to start real quick, but if I need to, I can try bump starting it going down one of these hills here. But we're gonna start off with like a little 4-mile loop real quick and everything like that, and then from there, we're gonna go ahead and head to the gorge, Linville Gorge, and we're gonna go check out that Wiseman's Peak. Watch the sunset and get some great views. Now, I don't have the big camera on me, so everything's gonna be recorded on either my phone or here on the GoPro. So there's gonna be a lot of GoPro footage for you guys to send, because one is, look how full my bag already is. It's pretty packed full of all the gear I need, so I don't have really room for the big camera right now, and chances are I won't have room for the big camera until Javit gets here. So that's why I got the GoPro, and I got a bunch of extra batteries. So we're gonna go ahead, hop on here, and then let's go do a test ride, and then let's see if we can head to the peak. Alrighty, I don't know what you guys can see, but hopefully you can hear me. So I got my app pulled up here. Like I said, I don't know if you can see this the GoPro's on top of my head. But we were starting off with 271 miles on the odometer, and we have to go 150 for this trip. So basically, and don't worry guys, 271 is not the actual mileage on the Outlaw. That's just what I've been tracking since I started using this app. I also have to turn on my turn signal that I have back here too. Make sure that's ready to go. Yep. And basically we're all set from here. We're gonna go just do a quick loop real quick, like I said, and then from there let's go head down to the peak. Alright guys, I'm in abandoned Dollar General here. Outla's doing good, so I think we're gonna keep going on down to the peak. Have another few miles ahead of us here. About to go down a highway. It's nicknamed the 3 Mile Highway, just because it's named the 3 Mile Highway, I guess. But now we're going to turn out here and go down 194 here, and keep this trip going. Now that she's fully warmed up, she's good to go. That's where Wiseman's Peak is, so let's go watch the sunset, y'all. I'm not sure how much of you guys were able to hear me on that a little bit there, but you guys saw me just cruising along. We've made it to Linville Falls State Park. I'm actually in the park on that hikes down to the falls. We don't have time for that today. The trail's too long. The sun's already setting, so we're gonna go head up to Wiseman's Peak real quick and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna record going up there because I don't know exactly where it is. So just gonna catch you guys as soon as we get up there. Alright guys, I'm recording with the GoPro on my helmet right now because I still have to go down before we get to where we are going, but I had to stop here because this is just extraordinary. Guys, this is a completely different video, and it is for this reason right here. To see stuff like this. Look, we're up probably, I think we're probably up well over 4,000 feet right now. Outla's doing good. I was gonna say, I had the tires really inflated for the street, and as soon as I hit the gravel here, there's a bunch of potholes and stuff. Oh, I'm bouncing all over the place. But yeah, guys, look at how gorgeous that is. That is amazing. And then the sun's starting to set over here right now. The peak is on this side, so I think we'll still see a good sunset coming off the rock face over there. But I mean, really, yeah, peak's gonna be on this side, so well, I guess the GoPro cuts off when it gets down to 37% battery. That's new. But as I was saying, yeah, I don't think we'll be able to see... sunset's going to be over here now. Unless the peak's high enough to where we can catch the sunset on this side, then that'll be amazing to see. But alright, I guess I'll be changing this battery out. But as I was saying before the GoPro dies again, it would be better to see sunrise on this side. Now let's keep going. Alright y'all, you see the Outlaw all parked up and locked up down there. Now we're actually out hiking. Not that very long of a trail to the peak here, but I'm really excited to see it. And a lot of people have said that the view is great, so we're gonna go check this out real quick before we head back. Because it's almost sunset here. It'll probably be dark by the time we get back, but luckily we have headlights, so. We're gonna get back, we're gonna chill out by the fire, enjoy the rest of this night. I tell you, it's gonna be great, y'all. Listen to all signs when you come out here, guys. Warning, high cliff area, watch your children. That's jabbing. Wow, guys, look at this. Here it is. Wiseman's Peak. This is amazing. Now, if you guys are also like sightseeing like me on the side, like I don't tell you guys much, but I really do like going out and exploring, not just mud riding or anything like that, or building things. I really do like exploring, and this is why right here. This is amazing. And if you guys don't know, there is a nickname for this place, and they call it the Grand Canyon of the East, because that is exactly what it is. Wow. I wish I could zoom in way out there, but I can't. Crazy. Literally on a cliff edge. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for this first segment here. Wow, just it's amazing. I mean, like I said, completely different video, guys. It's all part of a special series, and so far the Outlaw is making it. We have done over 20 miles so far. It took 23 miles to get here, 23 to get back. Well, probably actually only 20, because I did 20 or even 16 maybe, because I did a loop to make sure everything was good on another road before I head out. So probably 16 miles here and back, but so far it's 23 miles this way, another like 16 back. So we're already getting rated about 40 something miles into this journey, and originally this segment for day one here was going to be a whole lot longer. Now there is still a chance that I can come back, not to this side, but there's a whole other side over there on the other side of the gorge, guys. So you can't see it, but there's another highway that's on just the other side of these mountains here, and there's another good overlook over there that I want to go check out. but we'll have to go down and ride to that probably tomorrow if we get back from our second ride. So yeah, it's gonna be great to see. But yeah, the sun is going down. I want to get back to the campsite before it's too dark, but so far the Outlaw is making it. But yeah guys, I don't know what to say, just amazing. Take one good gander at, because it ain't gonna happen again for a while. These episodes, I'll give a quick little breakdown. I just am getting started with this, and we will progress more into the series when more things get going. We want to bring other machines out here. Clearly I want Audie to come out here with some of the rest of us as well, and we're gonna do more stuff like this, guys. Trust me, it takes a lot to do a trip like this, but it'll be worth it in the end. But without further ado, I'm gonna catch you guys back at the campsite as soon as we get back. Alright y'all, we are back in the camper because it is cold outside now. I'll just say right now, that was a great first ride. Obviously you guys only saw, and you probably couldn't even hear much of what I was even saying when we took off, and I had the GoPro recording. And plus also, like I said, the GoPro is on my helmet on top of me, so I don't know if it's ever going to be recording or not, but it was for some of it, and that's a good thing. But we rode down to Linville Gorge today. We checked out 2 overlooks and everything like that. Wiseman's Peak, that was a great area to get some footage and just aerial shots of everything like that. But tomorrow now, we got a lot more that we're gonna do. We're gonna try and do 2 things tomorrow, because originally the plan for today was to go down to Wiseman's Peak and do a whole loop around. That road's long. That road's like 30 something miles long. It probably would have been almost 70 miles, honestly, now I'm thinking about, from that loop, which obviously we didn't have time for today. But the Outlaw did go 45 miles already, so we're already off to a good start. So we still have 105 more miles to go, and yeah, I think we got 150 in the bag. If not, maybe even 200, who knows. But yep, that's it for day 1, guys. I'll catch y'all in the morning for day 2. Alrighty, everyone, it is day 2 of our trip to the mountains. Another beautiful morning. Look at that view right there. Just walking right out of the camper. It's amazing. But welcome back, everybody. It is now day 2 of our mountain trip. And last night we had some fun going to Wiseman's Peak to watch the sunset and capture some great views in Linville Gorge. Absolutely amazing, and everything went great on the Outlaw yesterday for the first ride. So basically we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of a check over on it, make sure everything's ready for today's ride, because this ride is gonna be a lot longer. Easily probably a 60-mile loop or more for this one. Today, guys, we're heading up to the highest mountain that's near us right now, Roan Mountain, where there currently still may be snow on the ground from a winter storm that came through at the beginning of the week. And if there's still snow on the ground, it's going to be a crazy sight to see, because I wasn't expecting any snow on this trip until earlier in the week, and I saw snow all over the place. We even had snow back down in Brunswick County, just falling from the sky, but still. But yeah, we're going to get the Outlaw ready for today, because we have easily, yes, over 60 miles to do. We're going to top off our fuel here with what we got in the spare can, and then we're also going to stop at a gas station too. That's right before we get into the town, and then we're going to top off there, because I want to make sure we have plenty of fuel on us just in case, because you never know. I could end up going and exploring something else besides just where we're going today. But basically, yeah, we're at 45 miles, I think, so far for the trip. Goal is to get to 150, and we still have a lot more to go. But let's go ahead and let me show you guys the map of our route today. Alright, I'm back for another look at the map here. So today we're going to be heading down Highway 19 again, except this time instead of taking 194 over to Linville Gorge, we're going to keep going all the way down to Spruce Pine. We're going to cut through the town real quick, this small little town, and then we're going to head up 226 here. This is 226 over to Bakersville, another small town, and from there NC 261 will take us all the way up to the top of Roan Mountain. It's going to be a climb. There's definitely going to be a little bit steeper on these roads, but we're gonna make it just kind of outletted fine on the gravel road we were on yesterday when we went to the gorge. And up there, there still may be some snow, but we're not done yet. We are gonna cross over into Tennessee, ride down to the actual town of Roan Mountain before coming back and looping back around towards where we're at now at the campground. And then if we have time left in the day, we are gonna go and check out where I wanted to do the full loop yesterday, which would have taken us all the way down, if I can get that darn hang out of the way here, which I can't, but it would have taken us down all the way down Linville Gorge, up around Lake James, and then up 181 to Brown Mountain Overlook. And that's where I want to see from that side, because there's also great views there as well. So that's the plan for today. Not doing the full loop there, but if we have time, we're gonna head down that way and head over to Brown Mountain as well. But main goal for today is to go and climb up the Roan Mountain. Let's go see if there's any snow out there, and let's basically get going. Alrighty guys, so getting ready to head out here, and clearly it's too cold to start the outlet still, since it has an issue with that most of the time. So we're on a hill and I'm trying to hold the brake right now, keep it from going downhill. I want to show you guys how you start it the easy way. Let's see, let's go second, it's first, second, it should be third. Okay, so let's let out the brake and let's see, let's start going. Nope, we're in neutral. Shifter bolt comes loose every now and then, so I had to use the little 8mm here to get that tightened back up. And now we should be all set. Because it starts, I mean, obviously if electric start wanting to work right now, it would, but bump starting it on the hill is the best way to start it right now, so I always do it in third gear. But yeah, we're gonna try this again here and see what happens. Keep on. Alright, second. Oh yeah, that's definitely in gear now. Alright, here we go. Almost. Come on. There we go. Fortunately, I'm out of hill now. Come on, keep rolling. Come on. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to try starting it manually. Oh, I'm an idiot, and now this is gonna take forever again. The kill switch was on. Nice, and now I'm out of hill to start this on. Oh man, I'm dumb. See, gear in neutral. I'm just gonna cut all this and we'll catch when it's running. Boy, did I even want to tell you guys what that ride was like? that was crazy right there. We literally just went, apparently, so it goes in the nice twisty back roads, and then it's still mountainy, obviously, long hills and everything, but the speed limit got up to 55. Oh, and trying to keep that speed for a long period of time. I mean, when you go top speed on an ATV, you only go for it for a short amount of time, but now you don't want to do it for a long time. So yeah, that really warmed the outlet up, so it should be ready to go now. And I gotta thank Jeb, the owner of Plum Tree Campground, for pulling me back up the hill and letting me go back down and start it. I appreciate that, man. But yep, just stopped at the gas station, and we're getting ready to head for town. Literally that turn right over there, and head for town before we head up to Bakersville, which I know the speed limit gets up again for a bit heading there, so we'll see how that goes. I did pass one cop. Luckily he was just guiding traffic around the work area, but I mean, I got out on the street legal as I can, but it's obviously not a registered vehicle, so but yeah, let's go ahead and head for town, and let's go check out some scenery. Alright, let's head for town, guys. Got a little sketchy there. We'll just cruise nice and easy on through town. This is gonna be one of 4 towns we pass through on this trip. This is Spruce Pine. It's definitely the biggest of all the towns. Don't know what the population is, but I think maybe 1,000 to 3,000 people. But this town was impacted by Hurricane Helene because it was built right on the river here, obviously. And they've recovered quite well by the looks of it. I know there are still a few areas in the mountains that are recovering, but everyone out here is getting back to normal. But this is cool heading for town. It's real nice. Alright, so as you guys just saw, that happen. I basically probably jinxed myself because I was talking about it right before it happened, but yeah, that got pulled over and everything like that. Luckily, local tow company brought me back to the campground, everything like that, and they got out with not too serious of a issue, but yep. So don't go riding in the Spruce Pine on the ATV. Don't do that whatsoever. But I guess I thought it was a small enough town to cut through, but no, I still have a few local cops and everything like that that hang out in town. But I was still doing good. I mean, that ride there, like I said, it was kind of hard on it because of how fast I had to go. So we definitely need to find more secluded roads once we get past that certain point. Now I know if I go back out to 19 and go up, then it might not be as bad. As for going up to Roan Mountain though, the only choice to go up there now would be to drive, which we could still clearly do. I have plenty of daylight left, but you guys want to see me ride the ATV, so we're gonna figure out something else. We're gonna look at the map some more and see how many more small roads there are around here, and we're gonna go see exactly what we got. Don't worry, guys. May seem stressed right now, but it's all right. But yeah, we're just gonna look at the map real quick, find some more secluded road around here, and I'll let you guys know when we head back out again. Alright guys, we're gonna get ready to try this again here. So now we're gonna be going back kind of towards where we were yesterday evening near Linville Gorge, except we're gonna hop on the Blue Ridge Parkway now and ride to an area that I've hiked before that does have some pretty good views. That way you guys can still see something today. But I'll show you. Alright. So this time we're gonna be staying off of Highway 19, and luckily Jeb, the owner here at the campground, said that the back road here is open to go down, so I can take the back road here all the way back down to 221, which will save me from having to go down 19 to 194, and just take 221 right to the Blue Ridge, and then cruise along the Blue Ridge until we get to Flat Rock Loop Trail here, because it says that the Blue Ridge is closed going forward, which I think was due to the snow and stuff. It could be open again, but I'm not sure. But that's for tomorrow's ride, guys. But alright, I just got off that, the camera's blurry. But yeah, that's where we're gonna go now. We're gonna go to Flat Rock Trail, and we are gonna go do a little bit of hiking there. It doesn't take that long to hike the trail, maybe only like 20 minutes or so like that. But we're gonna go do that, have some fun, and yeah, basically just continue today. Unfortunately, we're not gonna make it to Roan Mountain, and I'm not gonna go back through town again, obviously. But we're gonna stay out in the secludedness, which is the best bet, basically. And we're gonna go cruise up to the Flat Rock Trail, and let's go see some more views. The other one might overlook Grandfather Mountain and the town of Linville, so let's go out and do that, and I'll catch you guys as soon as we're riding again. Alright guys, here we go again. Round 2 for day 2. Shouldn't be... Yep. You guys can hear it in my voice. Yeah, I'm concerned at the same time going back out again, but also at the same time the whole point of this video and this series is to ride ATVs in the mountains. So we gotta keep going no matter what. But I'm making sure that I didn't go for any more small towns, and looks good the way that we're going now, because we're just going to go out of the campground now and make a left, like I said, and we're going to head through a few country roads before again to, it'll be Highway 221 again, but we don't have to go on it for that long, so a lot better of an outcome. And then we'll hop on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and then we're just on that for the rest of the day, just there and back. Now I just got to hope the outlaw will start again without me having to push it down the hill. That's the main thing. Which it did. Alright, here we go, guys. stuff that we're doing just so you guys can experience it with me. Because if I really wanted to, I could have hopped in my truck and we could have continued up the Rome Mountain that way, but I want you guys to still be able to see all the ATV stuff. So of course we're going to keep riding, just got to be more careful and stick to less busy areas. You guys as soon as you get to the highway again. Alright guys, I just waited until I got off 221 again, but there she is, Blue Ridge Parkway. Definitely one of my favorite roads to ride for sure. It's gonna be very scenic, I'm sure, going up there. I mean, I think this area is a little bit more woody than like overlooks, but it's fine. We're still gonna go down to Flat Rock and then go do some hiking, so I'll record while we're going down the parkway here. me, but it would have been so cool to ride it right here when all of the leaves were still on the trees. A view for you guys. There we go. Good view. Man, I love this road. Alright guys, we made it to our destination off the Blue Ridge Parkway, got the outlaw locked up, and we're going to do some hiking right now. We are currently at Flat Rock, or at least the parking area. The elevation here is 3,987 feet. Now it's time to go walk up. I've done this hike once before with my dad. Pretty good scenic hike. Obviously all the leaves have fallen off the trees now, but it's definitely nice out here. And yep, a lot less traffic on the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is weird because it's the Blue Ridge Parkway, but I guess because it's Friday still and people are still probably working. But also I think now that all the leaves have fallen, the peak season out here has calmed down now, so there is probably going to be less people. But yeah, besides that, we're just going to hike on up here and check out the next view. Hopefully the sun ain't too bright, guys. But we made it. Not bad of a little hike, but you can tell I'm out of breath. I do not get out and hike much, but I do like to do it. Something that my dad loves to do, so I'll obviously follow in his footsteps and do that, but here we are. Got a good view here. Like I said, I wish I had the big camera so I could zoom in on it, but I think there's more to see than just this area. But yep, there's everything right there over the valley. Everything you can see. You guys can't see this, but I'm looking at it right now. Probably Rome Mountain out in the distance where we were going, and I could still see snow on top of it, so there's still snow up there, but just not making it there on this trip. Keep walking here. I think it's down here, I believe. Let's see, is it down here? No, not that one. Me and my dad, there's a spot somewhere around here where you get the best. Oh, I know where it is, right up here. There you go. You guys can see Grandfather Mountain right there. And just look at this. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And yeah, we did pass an overlook on the way up here. I'm gonna stop there too on the way back. But yep, here it is. Don't expect me to go too far down there, because yeah, this is where me and him stood. Yeah, I'm not going down there, guys, because that's a drop off. But here we are. There's the valley. Everything you can see out in the distance. And I'll stand down here. And there's Grandfather Mountain. Pretty cool. That'd be a good one to hike, except you gotta pay to get there. I believe it's pretty expensive, but yeah, pretty cool indeed. I'm gonna chill out here for a minute. I'll talk to you guys again, and then we'll head on back down to the outlaw and head to that overlook before we head back to camp. Obviously, there's more time left in the day, but it's fine to get done a little bit earlier. Just because it didn't go to plan doesn't mean we're still not out here having fun. So, one last pan around here, and I'll catch you guys in just a second. Hello guys, getting ready to head on back down to the outlaw. Short little hike up here just to see this view, but we're gonna head on back down and ride to one overlook before we head back to the camper. Like I said, even though our day was cut down a little bit here, I'm glad I got to come back out to here and just look at views. That's all I'm doing, is just looking at views and enjoying the sights. It is definitely so amazing out here. And yeah, I'll just talk about a few things here. So we still have tomorrow ahead of us. I'm not gonna spoil everything, but we're gonna try and go over to another town, but it's more of like a touristy town instead of just an actual town. I'll just gonna say the name of the town. We're gonna go to Blowing Rock, which if I continued on down the Blue Ridge Parkway, it would take me there, but the parkway I think is closed just past this one bit here, so we'll hop on the even more secluded part of 221 tomorrow, and I think that's where we're gonna go to get there. But yeah, the road just has to be dead calm. I'm not in any high like popularity areas or anything like that, but I mean, this trip's still gonna be worth it in the end for sure, because I'm happy to do it for you guys, and I'm happy to just be out of town doing something. Because honestly, I'll go ahead and say it too, I haven't been on any of my own personal vacations besides with my family. So anytime I'm on a vacation, I'm always with family and everything like that. So we do a lot of traveling. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry guys, I don't want to be telling the life story with around other people walking up here, but yeah, most of the vacations I do is always with family. So getting out and doing my first one on my own just feels great to do, and just a lot of fun. Now you guys are probably wondering too, like, are we gonna get with other guys to come out to the mountains? Are we gonna just do something different? And yes, we are gonna do that. It's gonna take way more planning though. Now, even though I planned a lot for this trip, there's a lot more to prepare still. If we want to bring more machines, we gotta make sure we stay somewhere that's has the room to park both our trucks, the trailer, the camper, whatever. Or we'll just stay at an Airbnb somewhere as well, rent out a cabin. Who knows? They're expensive trips, so it just takes a lot of preparing to do it and everything. But we do plan on doing more. It's this a series, and that's why this is episode 1. There's gonna be more mountain trips that come in the future, whether it's here in our state, Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Virginia, or West Virginia at the Hatfield-McCoy trails, which honestly I would go to right now if I wanted to, but I do not trust my truck making it that far to get there, because I mean, you're talking from where I'm at, it's 7.5, almost 8 hours, and plus all the stops and everything. It would take me an entire day to get there basically. And my truck, not like coming up the mountain to get here. It's a lot of stress on it, especially after when me and Audie attempted to go to Pine Lane and my transmission overheated on me, which it was hot. It was definitely hot again after I got the camper parked. But I mean, as long as it gets me back home, I'm fine. But yeah, we'll have to do more prep for sure when it comes to the next episode and where we plan on going next. But we are going to be doing plenty of more mountain trips. It's just the first one. It's just me right now until Jabbit gets here. Oh, and there we go. I'm just sliding on leaves. But yeah, as soon as we get more planning done and more machines ready to go, then we're going to do another trip. Who knows, West Virginia may be our next trip on the list to the mountains. We don't know yet. But get back down to the Outlaw here, and then I'll go ahead and we'll head over to that next overlook, and I'll catch you guys one more time. Hello guys, I'm just here doing a few checks on the Outlaw before we get ready to head back, and I finally found its oil leak. I mean, there's some oil residue right there, but I think it's coming from the valve cover line to the clutch line and the crankcase line. There's a bunch of oil lines on here, the way they designed it's weird. But back during the Green Swamp test rides I was doing, the first one, no issues with it losing oil. The second one that I did when I did 100 miles to Audie's and everything like that, that one, it lost a lot of oil on that ride, and I had no idea where it went because it wasn't smoking like it was burning it. It wasn't smoking off the engine. I didn't smell it, so, but I didn't know where it was leaking or going. But topped it off on the then the last test ride we did with hitting the Green Swamp, it lost a little bit, but not too much, and I checked all the lines and everything like that, and I didn't see it actively leaking, but it is actively leaking right now. Nothing major though, it's still full on the dipstick, but we have enough to get us back, and as long as it doesn't get worse, then we're good, because I do have an extra quart of oil on me, plus an extra couple quarts back at the campground. But I'm not going to put the GoPro back on the helmet, guys, because you guys just saw the whole shot of everything of us riding up here, so now I'm just going to keep it in the bag, and I'll catch you guys at the next overlook we stop at before we head back to the campground. Look at this overlook, guys. This is a cool one here. Lost Cove Cliffs. Elevation 3,800 feet here. Pretty cool. That one's looking good. But yep, this is going to be the last site we see for today until we get going again tomorrow. And yeah, the Blue Ridge I think is closed going farther up, so we're not going to keep going down it tomorrow. We're going to probably hop on the Blowing Rock Highway, which is 221, but it's so twisted. Like, talk about, I'd say it's and I haven't been to Tail of the Dragon, but I'd say it's probably equally almost as twisty as that, if not a little less. But yeah, we're going to go ahead, head on back to the camper here, guys. Hopefully nothing else happens and I make it back good, and I'll see you guys when we get back to camp. Alright guys, we are back. It has been a little bit since we got back just because I wanted to relax and everything like that. Definitely a lot of riding on the Outlaw will take a toll on you after a while, but she made it back, and we're at a total mileage of 99. Literally only need one more mile to be right at 100, but Tomorrow, I think we can actually break that record, which means I think we got more than 150 miles in the bag. Because the goal is to go ride down to the town of Blowing Rock. I'll just go ahead and say it now, which I already did earlier. Backtracking. But yeah, we're gonna go ride down there tomorrow. Jabbit will be here later tonight, and then we're gonna go loop around through the actual secluded wilderness. There is some back country roads that go way down into the valley that we are gonna explore. So we gotta be ready for that. That's gonna be probably the most remote we're gonna be on this ride. But I'm looking forward to it, and the outlaw is still going. Now I will say one thing, the oil is starting to look worse on here. It is very, very thin right now, and it is dirty. So I don't know what's going on with that, but the outlaw is still going, it's riding fine. And we'll see what happens basically. But day 2 is complete, guys. And as soon as Jabbit's here and everything like that, we got our route planned out for tomorrow. And you guys will see a lot more. Now the big camera here will actually come with us now that Jabbit will be following behind me. So wherever we stop to see any scenery or hike or do whatever, I got the big camera with us now, and there will be more to show you guys. So stay tuned, because in the morning we're gonna have more fun on our final day here. So catch you guys in the morning. What is going on, everybody? It is the final day of our mountain trip, day 3, guys, and it is time to go and do probably the most riding of the trip, as long as everything goes to plan. But I was gonna say, as you can tell, Javid is not here. He ended up not making it last night because his truck broke down. So it's just me for this whole trip, but I mean, we've been getting around so far, good still. Outlaw is still doing good. I have it on the battery charger this morning, letting the battery charge up, and then also went ahead and checked the oil and added more oil to it, because it is starting to leak now from somewhere around there still. I don't know where, but it's ready to go, and we're ready to do the last bit of riding we got today. So our plans for today are we're gonna start off by going right down the road, maybe about 6 miles, not sure, and we're gonna go hike a 3/4 mile long hiking trail up to, it's called Yellow Gap Mountain, I believe, or whatever, another peak or something. Basically, it runs along the Roan mountain range that we were planning on going to yesterday, but up there still should be some good views. It has gotten cloudy now, so I mean, but it's not like very thick, dense clouds. I'm sure we can still see quite a bit of stuff. But after that, we are going to be heading back to the Blue Ridge Parkway, where we ended up riding later in the day yesterday, and we're going to continue on down and going to Blowing Rock. And there, I was going to stop and get something to eat, but Jabbit's not with me. Now, I don't really feel like stopping in a restaurant or anything like that, just for myself. Plus, I won't have any room to carry leftovers if I don't eat and everything, because I'm a light eater. But we're going to go ahead and get the outlet ready here, get my gear ready, and we're going to go hike up a mountain. And this time, let's wrap this day up. We got 51 more miles to go until we hit our goal. Right now, the outlet is currently tied with the 2nd place and the most miles I've ever ridden the ATV. So let's go ahead, get everything ready, and get ready to head to the top of that mountain. Alright guys, I'm currently hiking back down the road here. Outlet's parked up on that beautiful ridge over there. I'll show you guys that in a second. I wish I was recording when I was coming up this road, because it was really pretty. But it was a pretty good climb up here. I say we're probably maybe at like 4,800 feet or so, because we were way down the valley getting started, and it was just uphill as soon as we hit the gravel. But here's the hiking trail, and we are going up here to Yellow Gap Mountain, and it apparently connects to the Appalachian Trail, which obviously I don't plan on hiking that too far, but this intersects with it, and we're gonna see what we got up here. It is cloudy, but the views are still good. But it is just real pretty out here. Imagine seeing this all covered with snow earlier in the week. It would have been so cool to see. I saw a few spots where some snow hadn't melted. But that's how I know it definitely got some snow up here. But outlet did good. It was 10 miles here, so we're at 109 miles right now. So we're right at the record basically for the most miles I've ever ridden on an ATV. So, and from here, I'm out of shape. But from here, we are going to be going back to the Blue Ridge, and I gotta get to the town of Linville. It's the only place I can get gas without going into a very populated town. And fill up before we do that and head towards Blowing Rock. But also, I left my lock at the Flat Rock Trail yesterday. I guess I didn't pick it up off the ground when I left. I still had a lock on me for the gas can, but so I'll have to stop back by there and see if I can find my lock. But catch you guys in just a minute. I gotta take a break. Alright, I think I made it to the Appalachian Trail. This looks like it. Yeah, it's definitely it. Yellow Mountain Gap. You guys ain't gonna be able to read any of that, but I guess we gotta head up to the right from here. Left goes towards the Appalachian Trail. Yep, Appalachian Trail. And down, I guess, just goes down that way, which I'm not going that way. It's just another part of a trail, I guess. But we're gonna be going left because we want to go up right now. So let's keep on climbing, guys. I believe don't have too much farther to go here. Almost at the summit. Yeah, uphill. Oh, it's hard, but then downhill is hard on your knees. Oh, man. Definitely walking slow, especially when I'm carrying a 25-pound heavy backpack and a bunch of jackets on me. Never break. Oh, guys, made it to the summit. I mean, clearly there's higher peaks and stuff that way, but I can't hike that far. I'm not ready for that. But wow, just look at this here. I'm unsure what mountain's in front of us, but it's pretty, whichever one it is. I know I'm actually probably, from where I'm at now, I'm not far from where Roan Mountain would be. And say if I stayed on this trail here and walked it for maybe 7, 8, or 9 miles, then we would be at Roan Mountain where I planned on going yesterday. But it's still nice right here. At least I got to this range of the mountains, and then there's still more to see out over there. But I was gonna say, I guarantee if all this grass was growing up right now, you probably wouldn't have had the best view. But I know it was definitely, I really wish I could have seen it in the snow. That would have been great. But man, I would not have liked riding in that cold of weather. So yeah, get me a good picture here real quick and everything. And then we'll get ready to head on back down and cruise on back to where we need to go. I need to at least get back to the Blue Ridge Parkway and everything and get on over by Flat Rock and see if I can find my lock on the ground still. I wouldn't see why no one would pick it up because it wouldn't have a key to it. So I'll go back there and grab that if it's still there and continue on the Blue Ridge towards Blowing Rock. We still have the day left to go. Alright guys, we are going to be leaving the Yellow Gap Mountain area here. And I'm going to record heading back down this road. So we gotta go back to Flat Rock and get the lock. Hopefully it's still there. yeah, just enjoy the view as we go down the gravel road here. Was a pretty steep road coming up, so I'm keeping it in second gear right now. If I was able to see this area when it was covered in snow, and it would have just been so amazing. If you were a true overlander and everything like that, this would be what you want to do. Just find these little roads that lead to hiking trails and see if they have any of those remote camping spots off of them. Which is definitely a very cool thing. Now, if I was into overlanding and everything like that, I would totally do that. But man, me setting up a tent and carrying that much more gear on my machine would just be a lot of work. I like having the camper now. Me and Audie spent so much time in tents when we were getting started, and man, just nice to not be having to deal with that anymore. There's some snow. That's probably the most I've seen snow on the ground. I'm letting this rear brake in my engine really do some work here. Happy that it's working still. certain parts of the year just out here enjoying it. Of course, that's not an actual log cabin, just got the color scheme of one. Good place to stall out right next to a waterfall. That's fine, it's fine, guys. I let it do it. She's just like stalling out still right now, but we got a lot of road driving to do here, so I'm gonna catch you guys as soon as we get back towards the Blue Ridge and we get back towards, and hopefully we find a lock on the ground. If anyone picked it up and threw it away, oh well, but I would hope it's still there on the ground, so I'll catch you guys in just a bit. Alright guys, quick detour back to the camper. I decided to come back and eat lunch here and everything like that, just because I don't think we're making it to Blowing Rock today, but we can make it to some of the wilderness that's near the town. I was going to go to Blowing Rock, just eat at a restaurant and everything, support the local businesses and everything like that, but since Jabbett's not here to follow me all the way there, we're going to stick to our own and do a few different things. So let me go ahead and show you guys the new route that we're going to be taking. Alright, so I'm trying to avoid as many of the busy roads as possible, so we're going to head out into the country down near Pyrite here, make a left, and then go up. Let's see here, which way? Up here to a road called Mount Pleasant Road. That will take us down here to a little, this ain't really a town, but a little district of Crossmore. Then here's 221. Now I don't want to do much riding on 221, so we're going to just make a quick turn left, right into right. There's a parallel gravel road here that will follow along it for a bit. And then we will have to take it for at least maybe half a mile, and we're going to make a right on this road here, which will take us back over to the Blue Ridge. And then from there we'll take the Blue Ridge up to Flat Rock. We'll stop and get my lock if it's still at the ground there, and then cross over into town. There's one gas station here. Town's definitely small enough, I don't think I have to worry. And then we're going to do some secluded riding all the way down to the end of the pavement down here on this road, and then it's all gravel for here, and then it will just eventually loop all the way back up. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. It'll loop all the way back up to Grag or whatever. That's not really a town, just anything, and then it'll loop back up to 221 right here near the Blue Ridge entrance, and then we'll just travel along it for a split second. And if there's time left in the day, we'll make a stop here at Beacon Heights and have a short trail ahead with some good views. So that should, honestly, after doing that, that should be enough miles to complete our goal, because right now we're sitting at 120 miles after the ride we just got back from, and the sun's coming back out too, so that's nice. So we might get to see more of a sunset again tonight, but that's what we're gonna do. We're not making it to Blowing Rock, but that's fine. I think we're gonna make our goal. As long as the outlet finishes this 150 miles, then we have met that goal and broken the record, which I've already broken for the most miles ever on an ATV for me. So let's go ahead and get loaded back up here. I'll catch you guys with the GoPro as soon as we get to the Flat Rock Trail. Well, guys, we're back at the Flat Rock parking area. Outlaws over there, right where I had parked yesterday, and I got my lock. It was still right there. Can't believe I didn't see that picking that up yesterday. Big shiny lock, and I just didn't even pick it up. But the Blue Ridge is open the rest of the way and everything like that, but it's currently 3 o'clock now. Sun will be setting, even though it's in 2 hours. It still takes me a good amount of time to get back still, and when we do, we will let you guys, let's just say, I'll go ahead and tell you right now, we're at 134 miles so far. The trip back alone will make us right at 150 just about, so I'd say the outlet definitely made it for sure. It made it. Only thing is it's leaking a little oil now from still somewhere I do not know, and then besides that, just some tire wear from riding on the pavement, but that's it. The outlaw has pretty much made it, but we are going to go down the Blue Ridge and make a quick right onto one of the gravel roads. It all depends on fuel too. I don't really know if I want to head over into town to fill up again real quick. Smaller town, way smaller town, don't worry. But we'll see. If anything, I'll just ride down the road a little bit, turn around, and then we'll head on back to the camper. But I'll catch you guys in a minute when we start riding again. Alright guys, with what fuel we have left and everything, we are just gonna go down the Blue Ridge, make a right on to Roseboro Road, I believe is what it's called, and we're gonna just gonna ride down that till we get to the tiny little secluded forest town known as Globe, and then turn around, come right back. Should be enough fuel for the rest of the trip here. And honestly, I was gonna do the other peak, but I don't want to add more time hiking again, so we're just gonna go ride into some forest, see some forest scenery, and then head on back to the camper. So let's get going. Alright guys, we're on the road. Yep, let's just check out some forest scenery. A few remote people live out here, but that's it. It's crazy that there's some like remote communities out here. The sun came back out. Still a few clouds here and there, but with the sun being out, it makes it a whole lot nicer. You can definitely tell we're going downhill. Yep, guys, I definitely wish I could have gone out here sooner to catch the fall colors, because it would have been, yeah, just a lot more amazing to see. But it's still just such an experience just to be able to finally do what I have been wanting to do for so long, and that's just ride an ATV in the mountains. Here comes some views. You guys can see through the trees somewhat. This feeling right now is kind of like how the Blowing Rock Highway would have been if we chose to ride it. It's basically below the Blue Ridge, and it just follows along it on a lower path, but it's really twisty and turny too. Honestly, the switchbacks on that one are probably even more intense than this. But supposedly the switchbacks are going to get a lot worse the farther down we go. Oh, now that's cool. There's a lot of boulders up there. Wow. Oh, it's getting bumpy. Time to stand up. Now I did see pictures from right here on Facebook. look at that view. It's amazing. Real bumpy. Tell you one thing though, I know that Al is happy to see this much gravel. Do a few of these trips, you're going to be changing out tires more often. So cool. If I was here maybe like 4 weeks ago, this would have all been color. Yep, it would have all been color and it would have been like the most amazing hang ever. Wondering why I'm not going faster, it's just because, I mean, with all the switchbacks and stuff and this being a loose gravel road with bumps, I don't want to go that fast. So keeping it around 15, 17 miles an hour. Because I know one thing, I mean, when we go back up it might not be as bad, but yeah, she's a little drifty right now with as much air as there is in the tires still. There are definitely trails out here, but they're probably for the Forest Service just in case there's wildfires or anything. More bumps. It's like I'm on a railroad track. These hills definitely have some grade to them. We're going so far down the valley. But it's definitely going to be worth it. Up, I see power lines. Must be getting close to the valley town. Oh, pavement. I was not expecting to see pavement again. I guess there's a few. Alright guys, this is going to be our final stop here. Down here in the valley, we didn't make it to the other part, secluded mountain town out here, but that's fine. We've already basically hit our goal. We're literally only, I think we're only a mile off now. So yeah, we're pretty much there. But yeah, we're gonna go walk down to this creek here because we haven't checked out any creeks yet. We've seen plenty of mountain peaks, so I figured let's check out one of the next best things that's in the mountains, and that's just these creeks and small waterfalls that are everywhere, because they're just as cool. So yep, go walk down under the bridge here. I mean, you can see there's like camping areas and stuff all throughout the forest out here. You can definitely overland anywhere you want out here in the mountains. How cool is that? That's where we need to get up to, right over there. Outlet's up there. Let's go stand on this rock real quick. Why not? The dirt here ain't soft like it is down there. There's rock under it. Super cool. Some more motorcyclists. Exploring just like me. Stunning. Just finding little creeks and everything like that. They're just cool things to see. Walking under the bridge here. Another thing about mountain water, it's so clear. It's crazy. Try not to get my shoe wet. Definitely don't want to ride all the way back with a cold foot. That would not be fun. I just want to go up here to, no, I'm not going to do that middle rock. I just want to go up here to where the little waterfall is. It's a nice little chill area over here. Yep. How cool is that? I think this is a good idea. Despite yesterday's hiccup, this is still a good idea. Come out and just do stuff that not everyone else does. There's plenty of other videos on YouTube where clearly people off-road ATVs in the mountains, but it's a different kind of trip doing it this way. I don't think you've ever seen an ATV ride on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Which I've ridden on a few parts of it now, but not that long, obviously. The longest stretch was yesterday, going all the way from 221 all the way up to the Flat Rock. And where we turned off to come down this dirt road here was closed as of yesterday, so they opened it back up at least for everyone. But yep, take one last look at this waterfall here. Small little creek waterfall. Then we'll head back up to the outlaw and get ready to head back. The sun's starting to go down. Alright guys, made it back up here to the outlaw. Sun is starting to set below the mountains, which means it's time to head back. So what we're going to do right now is top off the rest of the fuel tank with what we have left in the can. It's definitely enough to get us back. And gonna ride on back. I'm not going to record the ride back just until we get to the campground. And then I would give you guys there what our final mileage is and everything like that. Assume the outlaw makes it. I definitely think it will. We've made it this far. So we're going to head on back to the campground, guys. And then I'll catch you guys when we get there to clock our final mileage.
On a warm summer's eve, a train bound for Dover met up with a gambler who booked too tired to sleep. So we took turns to stare out the window at the darkness. The boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet. His face lost all expression. Said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Now every gambler knows the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best you can hope for is to die in your sleep. So when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. Then somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the deal's done.
We made it, guys. Well, guys, that is it. The Outlaw has made the whole trip over 3 days. Now, clearly we didn't go and stick to all the original planned routes, but that's just fine because we met our goal. Outlaw's total mileage here back at the camp is 159 miles, so it made over 150 miles by 9 miles. And it's still got more to go. It could definitely keep going, but it is starting to have a few issues now. Minor, but definitely a couple for sure. It's making a lot more creaking noises in the front end, and definitely need to let the clutch have a break for a while. The ups and down hills, riding the clutch to keep it from going too fast kind of probably is not what that's meant for, but I mean, it made it just fine. Coolant did good, it held up the entire time, and it has lost a lot more oil now. I definitely had to add more for sure when we were down at that creek, but it made it all the way back, guys, and we got back just in time to watch the sunset over the mountain there, which is perfect just to see and witness. But yeah, guys, we have done the first episode of the Ultimate ATV Mountain Trip series that I am starting as of this episode, so there's a lot more for us to do when we go out on the next ride, and there's a lot more to prep for, let's just say that. Like I said, next ride might be in West Virginia, it might be in Tennessee, it might be in Georgia, it might be in Virginia or Kentucky. Doesn't matter where or which mountains we go to, anywhere we are in the mountains is going to be a part of this series. So basically, without farther ado, guys, we had the Outlaw load up right now. Well, not load up. We're about to get loaded up, and then as soon as we do, we're gonna head on back in the morning and get back to our normal riding video style. Just hope you guys enjoyed this special episode here. There's gonna be more to come. Whenever we go out to the mountains, there's gonna be a new episode, so stay tuned for what's next, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch y'all on the next one.
You got to know when to hold, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run.